Hey, this is James and welcome to my video. Now, I hope you're super excited today because I'm going to do something a little bit different in this video. I've actually gone and created a mind map at this cool website, and I think it's pronounced Bubble. I'll be a little yellow bubble coming up with the web address. Check it out, it's 100% free and you can do mind maps with it, okay? So it's super cool. Now, I want to show people how to make a boatload of money that not only just comes in like day after day but for years and years to come. And this is what I call the evergreen wealth formula. Now, don't get me wrong, there's hundreds and hundreds of ways of making tons and tons of money, but this by far brings in like 80 to 90% of my income now, and I'm doing this in in about 2 or 3 markets. No, it's 3 markets, yeah, and I'm also building it up in other markets, okay? But I mean, don't get me wrong, you can make a ton of money from AdSense websites, from affiliate websites, you can sell domain names, and you can have massive windfalls. But for me, this really works for me, and this brings in a boatload of money, and I'm going to take you through step by step, okay? Now, it might look super complicated, but I'm only doing that just to make me look intelligent, okay? So I'm just going to break it down and explain how it works, okay? And once I've explained it, you'll understand how incredibly easy it is, okay? Anyway, step 1. Step 1's all about niche research and finding the right niche for you, or niche if you're in any other country than the UK. Now, a lot of people will teach you to enter markets that have low competition and you can rank easy and all that, but in the evergreen wealth formula, what I would recommend to do is to enter the most competitive markets you possibly can. Okay, now this is going against the grain with what a lot of marketers teach, but here's why. The more competition there is in these markets, and don't get me wrong, and the level of competition is at a very high level, but the more competition there is, the more cooperation there is. Okay, so you want to view your competitors not as competition but as competitors, and you want to email them, you want to contact them and to say, hey guys, I've got something I want to share with you, or I've got something to promote, will you promote me? Because you've got to remember, these are massive markets, okay? And there's professional internet marketers operating in these, right? And all they want to do, I mean, if you help them out, they'll help you out, okay? Now, these markets are what I call evergreen wealth markets, okay? And this is health, wealth and relationships, and these markets are going nowhere, okay? Now, that's why I call them evergreen. There's always going to be people looking to try and keep fit or to lose weight. Wealth, there's always going to be people trying to make more money or trying to save money and things like that. And relationships, people always want to improve on the relationship. They always want relationship advice and self-help and things like that, improve the confidence. These are evergreen markets that will never go away. As long as there's the human race, there will always be those markets available, okay? So let me tell you some of the smaller markets within the markets, okay? So in health, you've got weight loss and bodybuilding and dieting, and then in the wealth markets, you've got make money online, forex and gambling and plenty more. Just a side note about gambling. Gambling verging on the side of porn, okay? So, but there's tons of money in the gambling niche. But the thing is, though, a lot of websites don't like to be associated with gambling, okay? So you're gonna meet a few hiccups if you decide to go into that market, okay? And then there's relationship, which is the self-help, which is like Tony Robbins stuff, get your ex back. I mean, if you've been marketing online now for the last 6 months, you should see these get your ex back books because they're really popular and there's a massive demand for it. Relationship advice and seduction mastery. I'm actually in that market, but I haven't made a massive presence as of yet in it, okay? I'm just like stepping into it, okay? But I'm in 1 or 2 of those markets at the moment. I'm also in a market outside the evergreen wealth markets, okay? Can you succeed and make a boatload of money outside these health, wealth and relationship markets? Of course you can, okay? But what I would say to you is to move into a market that you're passionate about. Now, if you're not passionate about the health, wealth and relationship markets, and there's another market that you're passionate about, it's like you'll probably know that I'm in the PC market, in the gaming market, and things like that, and they don't fit, and that don't really fit in the health, wealth, and relationship market. But what I would recommend to do is to go into something that you're passionate about, because if you go into something that you're passionate about, it makes your marketing a lot easier. Let me put it this way: if you're going into the washing machine market, have you ever tried writing articles about washing machines? Have you ever tried making videos on washing machines on YouTube? Have you ever tried going to washing machine forums and participating? It's going to be an uphill struggle entering that market, because you've got no passion, you've got no desire, therefore you've got no right to be in that market marketing them. Okay, so go into something that you are absolutely passionate, even if it's not an evergreen wealth market. Then if you do go into another market that's not fitting in the health, wealth, and relationship, get good at it. Okay, that's why I entered the PC market, because that was something I was really passionate when I first started out, and I was brilliant, and I knew everything. I could participate, and it was a joy to market in forums and making videos, because I knew and I wanted to share my knowledge, and I could help my customers. Okay, so once you've done that and you've made your spot in a market that you're really passionate about, then I would move into, say, something like the wealth market, and bring out an ebook or a course on how you made money on the internet promoting in your market. Okay, so eventually, even if you're not marketing in the health, wealth, and relationship markets, you can market outside those markets and then come into the wealth market and show people how you made money on the internet. Okay, so that's how I did get in, actually. Okay, so that I started outside, did really well, and then I taught people how I did so well with it. Okay, then once you know which market you're going to go into, then you want to just create something called a squeeze page. Now 99% of you will know what a squeeze page is, but basically what a squeeze page is where you collect opt-ins and you build up a subscriber list. Okay, now people are going to hammer home to you and say you want to build a buyers list because they're 10 times more responsive and things like that. What I say is just build a subscriber list one step at a time, and then we can focus on turning them into buyers at a later date. Okay, so once you found your market, move into build a squeeze page and just build subscribers. Okay, but get a subscriber base. Okay, we just want to build a following. Okay, and as you can see, these are the traffic methods that I use. Okay, now don't get me wrong, there's hundreds of other traffic driving methods out there, but these are the ones that I consistently get a ton of traffic from. Okay, which is SEO. Now SEO is brilliant in quieter markets. In these hyper competitive markets it's a lot harder unless you really know a lot more about SEO, but forum marketing is brilliant. You got to remember, when you went to an evergreen wealth market, health, wealth, and relationship, these are massive markets, so that has a side effect on forums. Okay, so the bigger the markets, the bigger the communities are in forums. Okay, so the more people that will see you making comments, the more people will click on your signatures and things like that. Okay, solo mailings, right? You can go, and this can be done in practically any market, but if you're in an evergreen wealth market, you're going to have more opportunities to email your ads and your newsletters in other people's solo mailings. This is another reason why you want to go into an evergreen wealth market. Okay, blogging. Now blogging will work in all markets. Okay, you want to create a blog on the market that you're in. Now going back to what I was saying earlier about niche research and selecting something that you're passionate about, have you ever tried to blog consistently in markets that you have no passion about? It's hard work, and eventually you will give up and you will fail. I've been in markets where I absolutely hated it. I created a product on it and things like that. Frank Kern years ago actually taught something where you went to a ton of markets and you market them even if you know nothing about it. It's brilliant at first, it sounds brilliant, but when you're getting a load of people emailing you about your product and you don't know anything about them, you end up hating your customers, and it's not their fault. It's because you had no right to go into that market and to market to them. Okay, and this is why you want to enter markets that you're passionate about. Okay, entering markets that you have know nothing about or you have no passion about and not willing to learn anything about them, you're destined to fail, and you're going to hate waking up every morning and checking your emails, because there's going to be people asking you questions, and you know, it's just not the right thing to do. So that's what I'm trying to hammer home as well in this video. Enter a market that you're passionate about it. Once you become good at it, then enter the wealth market and teach people how you made money in it, okay? That makes you pre-qualified to teach how to make money, okay? I also use viral marketing, okay? Viral marketing is brilliant. If you've ever opted in, you might have come across it. It's I actually use this great script where basically they've got to backlink and blog about my stuff and tweet and like and all that jazz. So yeah, viral marketing is brilliant. YouTube, that can literally drive thousands and thousands of great visitors to your website each and every day. Conversion rates are not as good as some other methods, but it's still good. Another good method is download stroke thank you page banner swaps, okay? Now, once again, if you're in one of the evergreen wealth markets, you can actually, there's more people to work with doing download banner swaps and thank you page banner swaps, okay? So that's another reason why you want to enter one of these massive markets, because there's more people to work with, okay? Then there's ad swaps. Ad swaps are brilliant. It's 100% free. Actually, looking at all my traffic methods, barring solo mailing and probably a bit of SEO, they're all free, okay? And ad swaps is another free method, and that can bring you super targeted bursts of traffic, okay? So that's another method. And basically, like I said, you want to direct all your traffic, not to sales pages, not to affiliate pages, to your squeeze page, okay? And your squeeze page should be all about solving a particular problem in your market, okay? Then you want to set up autoresponders and build a relationship. Anyway, I'll get to that right now. Anyway, so after you've chosen your niche research, built a squeeze page in a market that you're passionate about, okay? So it's good, you've got to be passionate about. Then you want to do two things, okay? And at first, I would do this while you're growing your list, while it's very small. Would build an autoresponder series, okay? Now, the trick is with this is to give away about 90% content, and make sure it's quality content. Now, going back again to going into markets that you're passionate about, have you ever tried creating video tutorials on markets that you have no passion about? Because if you have no passion in that market, remember, you have no right to serve that market, okay? So like I say, even if you enter a small market, if you're passionate about it, you'll know a lot about it and you have a lot to share with it. And once again, once you've made money out of that market, move on to the wealth market and teach how you did that method, okay? Because once again, you are qualified. I know I'm repeating myself, but I just really want to hammer some of these aspects home with you, okay? So you want to create, so 90% of it's all about content. So you want to create content, and you can do that through video, audio, PDF, videos, audios, and PDFs, okay? Now, you might have noticed that I haven't got blog posts down there. Now, there's a really good reason about that. When people enter my autoresponder, I want them to go through a sequence. If I kept emailing blog posts to them through my autoresponder, basically, it's like reading a book. They can skip page 2 and go straight to page 8 if they want to. I don't want to do that. I want them to go through a sequence. So I send them to a static page, and it has and it has a video or the content that I want to give them. Okay, so they get they get the message, they get the content in a sequence that I want them to see it. And what I also do, I tell them a story as well. It's a storytelling. I interlink all my emails together so they look forward to the next email, and I use curiosity and open loops and things like that. If you're not too sure what I'm on about with all this, I'll make a video on that as well at some point, and I'll explain it all to you, how to make a killer autoresponder series, because trust me, you really want a killer autoresponder series, because this really can increase your open rates and everything like that. Okay, so yeah, I build trust with them through content, by telling stories, and they will buy more stuff off me because I've built trust and I've built a good relationship with them. I've also shown I'm an authority in that market, because remember, I'm creating tons of content because I'm passionate about it, so it's so easy for me to create content for it. Okay, and then promotion wise, how I make money off autoresponder series. Now a lot of people might disagree with me on this. This is what I do because it works for me. Okay, I do something called soft sells, okay, where basically I'll create a video content, I show them a really cool method in that market, like a video tutorial, and then basically I say, well, if you enjoyed that video and you don't want to spend hours, if not days, doing that, here's some cool software that will do it in seconds and minutes. Okay, and it's a nice soft sell, and it's like a recommendation to say, well, that's a cool method, but if you really want to save a lot of time and save money, or yada yada yada, do you know what I mean, here's some cool software that'll do it. Okay, so you want to build an autoresponder series. 90% of its content, don't focus on selling, it's all about building relationships and building trust. So when it comes to broadcast emailing and things like that, your list and your subscribers will come through for you. Okay, and then while you're doing an autoresponder series, or once you've getting a big enough list, an autoresponder series, then you want to go to broadcast emails. Okay, and what I mean by broadcast emails is basically where you're emailing live. Okay, now there's two things what you can do here. You can focus more on promotions and things like that, and there's content as well. Now the content side of it is everything's delivered through blog posts, okay? Because this is stuff that I tend to, when I send them content that I want them to see now, it's normally to do with a certain subject that's kicking off right now, or something that's relevant to today's activities, okay? And it's not so much video tutorials or teaching them things like that. It's just about stuff what's kicking off in our markets right now, and I'm sharing my opinions. And once again, I can share my opinions and thoughts through video, audios, articles, PDF downloads, and things like that. Okay, then there's the promotion sides as well. Okay, oh yeah, just going back to blog posts, you can do soft sales there as well, or you can do your campaigns and things like that. Okay, then you've got broadcast emails. Okay, and and then you've got promotions, and these are basically where you're just recommending products, which is just one or two emails, and then you've got what I call big ass campaigns. Okay, now your big ass campaigns can be where you're promoting an affiliate product, and you've got to remember as well, when you're in an evergreen wealth market, there's tons and tons of products to promote. Okay, you enter a small market, there's hardly any products to promote. I entered one market a few years ago, and it was I entered it very easily. But the thing is, though, there wasn't a lot of products to promote. And within about 3 to 4 months, I promoted them all, and I was out of things to promote. Okay. After that, I started re-promoting them all again, and I was getting tiny commissions. Okay, because half of my list have seen it, and they either wasn't interested in it, or they'd already bought it. Okay, so that's the beauty thing about an evergreen wealth market, is that they're massive, and there's new streams of products coming out every single day, and you can leverage off that. Okay, that's another good thing why you want to go into an evergreen wealth market. Okay, which is health, wealth, and relationship. Okay, so there you go. After you've done your broadcast emails and autoresponder series, you can also do a product creation. Remember, you're passionate about this market, right? Okay, you can create products in this market. You ever try creating a product in a market that you have no desire in? It's really hard. Okay, you can outsource it, but once again, like I was saying earlier, creating dealing with support and customers and things like that regarding products that you just have no interest in the market, you have no desire in, it's really, really hard. So going back to that again, enter markets that you're passionate about or you really want to learn a lot more about. Okay, so that's what you do. Anyway, that's the evergreen wealth formula. I really hope you take something about out of this, because this is what all the big guys are basically doing. They might be doing variations of it, they might be doing this but with twists and turns, or their own spin on things like that, but generally that's what they're doing. Okay, and this is how to make a lot of money, and it's not just a lot of money, but how to make money that will come in years and years for years to come. Okay, I mean, don't get me wrong, you can make a ton of money off AdSense and affiliate websites and things like that, but things like that tend to come and go. It's like I had a nice AdSense site. It got slapped last week while I was working away in America, and came down. The site were making about 20 quid a day. It's gone down to about $20-$30 a day, and it's gone down to a couple of dollars to $1 or something like that. Okay, this, you'll always have your list. You'll always, and if you market to them the right way, which will be easy because you're passionate about it, you will have something that will make you money literally on a click of a button all your life. Okay, this way of making money is never gonna go. Okay, it's gonna change gradually, but the core fundamentals will not change. Okay, anyway, if you're not doing that, I really advise that you start doing that. Okay, it's the #1 method. And another thing as well, you don't have to enter that many markets for this to work. It's like if you're doing AdSense and affiliate websites and things like that, and you're entering markets that you don't want to be there, you have no interest in, it's, you know, this method will, you know, you can enter less markets, and you can get up in the morning and you can actually enjoy working, you can actually enjoy checking your emails, and you're passionate about it. Your products you create have passion in them, and you actually know what you're on about. Okay, anyway, that's enough of me rabbiting on this video. I just really hope it helps, and if you're not using this model or a similar model, I really recommend that you start doing something like this, because like I keep saying, this will make you money for literally for life. Anyway, that's it for today's video. Check it out. I'm going to put it down below so you can download this and stick it on your wall or whatever. Okay, anyway, that's it for today's video. I'm going to get off. I hope you got a lot out of it, and I'll see you later.